every once in a while, you have one of those battles that it's not going to be a mastery badge or maybe even a Top Gun or a sniper award, but it's just one of those battles that goes really well. You fire, you hit. You fire, you critical damage. You fire, you ammo rack. This is one of those battles. So we're on Himmelsdorf. Teams are a little bit stacked in our favor, it looks like. So I know this is probably going to be a smash and grab, as Quickie Baby likes to call them. So I am going to work up to the Tank Alley area. I'm not going to push Tank Alley. I'm going to kind of see what's going on first. I'll wait for some of my guys to... I don't want to pop around that corner because that could potentially be instant death if you get tracked and there's a bunch of guys there. But I do want to see what the enemy team's going to do. So initially... Okay, adjusted my sound down a little bit. All right, so here's the KV-2, and I've already put 2 shots into him. And we're gonna poke out again. He's not even seeing me. I think I have 6th sense in this crew, so I'm not really sure whether it just went off a minute ago or it just hasn't reset or what's going on. But yeah, 4 shots into him, he's done. Moving on. I see this. I see this IS. Okay, so it's KV-1S. You can see there's a small, to the left of my reticle, there's a small window. I'm going to slow this down a little bit so you can kind of see what happens. So this is how good this gun is now. Boom. That is the Tiger's 88mm gun for you. Now I'm going to see if I can get a second shot. I'm still at half speed here, just so you know. And I'm going to wait for him to pop into that other window, which I missed. He went through a window and I missed. Or I didn't have it lined up when he went through. So I'm moving around thinking he's going to just move down the line here. And then I realize, okay, he's not. So let's go back up to full speed. All right, Matt, we're back at full speed. So I didn't get that second shot on him right away. But there he is. So, I didn't obviously do all the damage to him, but somebody else must have been hitting him as well. So now again, just to briefly stop and kind of pull out, you can see my guys here are doing a good job with the alley. And there's probably some good players in here, I would imagine. And then we have... they're laid out with a few guys on the hill and a lot of guys over there opposing them on the alley, and then really a bunch of guys on the other flank, and I only see our light tank, 2 mediums, and our arty over there. So I could go ahead and potentially push on the alley, and I see that there's a T-28P, and I'm like, no. Those guys are already in good positions on the, they don't have to pull out around a corner like I would. I'm just going to go ahead and keep my fingers crossed that they're going to keep doing a good job there. Didn't think I had a shot there, but I thought I'd check. Now I see that the Tiger is actually pushing around and kind of waiting for him just to see if he just rumbles down the road there, and I can keep my lower glacis covered behind this debris rubble pile. But he doesn't, so I keep moving up. And then I realize he's on the other side of the building, so bad mini-map watching on my part. But the T-32 is moving up that roadway, and I will be able to get a shot on him if he keeps cruising right along. I must have been spotted at this point because he seems to know I'm there. So maybe I don't have 6th sense on this crew. Because he kind of, well, at least with proximity, probably proximity. See, yeah, I must not have 6th sense because... So I get it damages my barrel, and then I see that when I pull back here in a second, I see that the other Tiger has come around the building, all the way around, and has come to attack me. I'm hit him for 239. I'm up to 1881 in total damage so far. And I kill him there with the 214 remaining. And now I've got a mostly full health T-32. He's damaged my tracks and knocked about half of my hit points off of me. that with the tiger. The tiger also hit me, I believe, once. So now I'm just playing the waiting game because I can see that there's a 112 moving up behind me. So why pull out and take an unnecessary shot? There's only 4 left on their team. Most of them are on this flank. I want to survive the battle. I want to keep doing damage. He's telling me to, or the Panther's telling me to fall back. Not sure why the Panther should be telling me to do anything. But okay. So I got a shot in there without any response. I see he's still. I'll take a really unlucky bounce there. I just hit the too low on that part. So now I'm aiming at the machine gun. And I do penetrate anyways. But probably would have done more damage if I'd hit the machine gun. I've got 3 kills. Again, this is not about awards or anything. This is just about essentially showing the Tiger off as a very capable tank when played right. Which I don't say I always do. But this particular game really went off without any major faux pas on my part. So there's only the one is that a Panzer IV 3-4 left, and he gets taken out by another player. But okay, here's the battle with the Tiger on Himmelsdorf. We did, I believe, on a times. Let me check here. On a times two. We did 48,598 credits, 3,218 experience. The without premium times 2 base experience was, well, the base experience was, no, that's not right. Oh, base experience was 1073. So, yeah, again, not a huge game, but just, 2744 in damage, 3 kills. Very, very competent game for the Tiger. And just showing off again its new reload time and essentially just maybe that people weren't really giving it the chance that it deserved in matches lately. It's almost been like everybody thinks another tank is always better kind of scenario, which does happen. There are a lot of KV-1Ss out there that obviously when 8.9 hits, when we've heard that maybe the gun's going to be taken, the 122 millimeter gun's going to be removed from it, so that will probably change a lot of the KV-1Ss that we're seeing out there. Well, probably still a few people will play it because it still has great armor, but it'll now have a lower alpha gun, probably with better accuracy and so forth, better rate of fire. But okay, I guess the Tiger is back. This is a game I just played pretty much after doing the narration for the prior segment of this video. And here I am on my Tiger and cruising towards the town when this wild M5 comes out, and I'm getting ready to shoot him, and he gets tracked. I get the little bit anyways, then the kill. We're playing against a rather pumpkin-y team, all reds and oranges and such, and yellows, and we do have a couple of good players on our side. So I missed that shot on the T-21. Obviously, there was some obstruction there that I didn't see or wasn't able to see through the trees. So the Tiger, obviously, I don't know if that was a warning shot. I asked why with a question mark, why the T-28P felt it was necessary to shoot in front of me. Maybe I stole that kill from him in that M5. I love players. You stole my kill. Dude, if you shot him and tracked him, you were like 15 seconds from reloading. I mean, come on. You weren't going to get that kill. Unless maybe he was just about to shoot him and I took him and I shot him first. But anyways, all the little drama you get in random matches. So I see these guys poking out, and this is a great place to essentially kind of use the hull down ability here in this little dell. I see this IS-6 and think, okay, first tracked him. He repairs. He got to repairs quickly. Get him in the front hatch there. That one bounces. But that pretty much from this point forward, I think. Do damage until he essentially withdraws. 3 hits now, 560 damage, and that one I'm not able to secure. But let's move on up and see what we can do against the guys here in the town. So here I am at Tier 7, and there are 4 Tier 8s on the enemy team. And guess what? They're all congregated in this little area. So here comes the low.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Knocks quite a bit of health off. And the
Wirkungstreffer.
IS-3 here. Okay.
Wirkungstreffer.
I can see what they are. The low.
Die haben uns eine Kette abgeschossen.
The low
Wir
again.
stecken fest.
In just a second, because we've only knocked him down to 71%, so and he's knocked me down.
Weiter geht's.
But then I start remembering I need to.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Totally misses me there. I think he was going for the IS. Missed the IS as well, I believe. And we're going to sneak into the little
Der ging voll durch
private
ihre
road area
Panzerung.
here. So yeah, the low, the IS-3, and the Tiger are all hanging out in this little area. Somebody got the low, probably the IS. I got a nice shot.
Wirkungstreffer.
Opposite number. It's knocked down to 16%. And
Erwischt.
secured the kill on that one. So now I see that the IS-3 is trying to move all the way around. And I'm like, I'm going to stay up here with the IS and keep that dual firepower going. And then I notice there's a T-25 AT, I believe, or a T-25-2 trying to cross across. I don't know what he's doing. I'll just cross across here.
Wirkungstreffer.
Get a bounce there, nice.
Eine unserer Ketten ist
Before we try to
zerstört.
deal with that IS-3, I
Wir
want to make
sitzen
sure that
fest.
this guy's dead, so
Der ging voll durch ihre
down to
Panzerung.
14% here, and the IS is trying to get in there too. But
Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
so now I'm up to 3 kills. Now we can deal with this IS-3. So you can see the mobility is still pretty good on the Tiger, even with the engine downgrade and top speed upgrade.
Der ging voll durch
Trying to
ihre
get me there.
Panzerung.
His long aim time, I think, hung him up on his BL9.
Erwischt.
And boom, somebody else got him at the same time as me. So now we've got almost 3,400 damage. I decide at this point that the T-34 is probably the bigger risk for us. I'm not really sure. At the time, I don't think I knew what the health of our IS-3 was or the health of the T-34 because, again, all my indicators were screwy. I need to fix those in the regular game. Maybe that will fix them for the replays. So I'm going to move back and try to support this IS-3 with the T-34. That, and I figure that there's already somebody over there with that IS. It's probably not going to last either. But I'm not sure if it was Artie or who. Actually, we don't have any Artie left, or we didn't have any Artie. I know we did have some Artie at the start. We had 2 Arties at the start. But I guess the IS-3 is able to get some really good success. So here's the Tiger battle we just watched on Siegfried Line. Again, this was a ×2. I think the battle I just showed you before this was the prior day, and this is the next day. I was kind of just doing the ×2s on the Tiger to get the crew built up a little quicker. So you can see we did 58,690 in raw credits, 4,062 on a ×2 in experience. Team score-wise, we were number 1 with 1,354 base experience and 3,391 damage and 4 kills. So if you look at the detail report, you can see, you know, the enemy team was a little bit more spread out in terms of their damage numbers, but we had, you know, players like our IS-3 also doing 3,300, all these guys above 1,000 essentially. So that was really the winning strategy for that game. The Tiger fired 23 times, had 19 direct hits and 18 penetrations on those 19 hits. Again, doing 3,391 damage, almost 3,400 damage, which is really good for a Tier 7 battle. Not, you know, super kind of thing range, and people do 5,000, 6,000 all the time, but still, it's a good, competent run for the Tiger. And we had total potential damage on us of 1,790, which would have been quite enough to kill us if we'd taken all that. So we had non-penetrations of 1 and penetrations 3, and then hits received total 4. So we did damage on detecting also of 304, which is interesting. Probably something to do with the fact that the tanks go up with periscopes. Must have been stopped at some point and picked somebody up, probably that IS-6 over there on the other flank. So